Okay, decided to make this video just to give y'all an overview of how to complete this form. If you haven't done it yet, don't trip. Only 3 people technically have, even though we sent out probably 30 to 40 respondents, about 30 or 40 people. So it's 5 sections to this form. You can fill it out by following these simple instructions. A general overview is here. The first question asks the trust purpose: estate management and asset protection, or international business development, or investments, or non-bank financial activities, or other. You just select what's the purpose. If none of these is the purpose, you get to put in your purpose custom right afterwards, okay? This is my view because I'm designing it and making it. Yeah, your view is going to be very similar. The second section, you'll have your grantor or settler information. All you have to do is enter your place of birth first, your first name, middle name, and last name. If you are someone like myself and many others who has a tribal name, spiritual name, or other, persona that identifies their living, breathing entity outside of the established entity that was established by the government of, say, United States of America, Illinois, or the county, in my case. But if you want to identify yourself, the living, breathing self, you just put that name there. Now I ask you, who is your grantor? Is it the U.S. person or other person that's identifiable by the birth certificate? That's what that really says. Or is it the living, breathing persona that you identified with via name here? Or is it any other entity? If you select other, just enter the name of the grantor there. It could be anything. Alright, as the next question shows you. What type of entity is the grantor? Is it individual, natural person, corporation, trust, tribal organization, tribal government, LLC, unincorporated association, or other? If it's other, you can put other there. Right? What laws does the grantor operate under? So based upon what type of entity that was, you put the laws in which it operates under. Is it USA? Is it US? Is it Jersey? Love Nation, which is the tribe that I'm part of, United Kingdom, or other. If your grantor operates under other laws, then put the set of laws which the grantor operates under right here, right? Trustee information is the section 3. So that section just took care of the grantor, okay? So we know who the grantor is, and we have your personal information, identify you as the person starting this trust. Now the trustee information goes here. The legal name of your trustee is next. Alright, legal title to all property of the trust will be held and administered by the trustee. So remember in the last video, this is part of the control test. If this trustee is a U.S. person, then it's if this trustee is a U.S. person and the court system, that's the jurisdiction of the trust, is U.S., then it's domestic. If this trustee is foreign, it's automatically a foreign trust, even if the United States court has jurisdiction over it, according to United States Code, CFR, which we went over in the last video, right? But you just put the name of the trustee here. What type of entity is your trustee? Is it individual, natural person, corporation, trust, tribal organization, tribal government, LLC, unincorporated association, or other? Just select it right there. If you selected other, then you're going to put what is the best type of entity, what's the best words that describes the type of entity right here. What does everything say? If you select other, please enter the type of entity that best describes the entity classification of the trustee. Yeah, so just write down what type of entity it is if none of these categories it fits under. What set of laws does the trustee operate under? Remember, if the trustee operates under the laws of the country or state which you are currently in, then it is domestic to that country or state. If the trustee operates under laws that is foreign to that country or state that you are currently in, then it is technically it makes it a foreign trust in accordance with the United States Code, CFR, which we went over in the last video. So what set of laws does the trustee operate under? Is it English law, U.S. law? Wow. Is it English law, U.S. law? USA law, Jersey law, Love Nation law, any other law? If you selected other, go ahead and make sure that you put the answer here as far as what is the set of law that the trustee operates under. As you can see here, we say, hey, if you selected other, please enter the state, tribal, customary, international, ecclesiastical, or other set of laws which the trustee operates under. We are learning there's many sets of laws for many different jurisdictions. Are there any additional trustees? Because there could be more than one. If it's no, select no. If it's yes, select yes. If there are additional trustees, list any additional trustees here in long form, meaning, i.e., here goes an example. Trustee 2. Imagine if that is the name of the trustee, Trustee 2. So imagine if the name of your trustee is Trustee 2, boom. What laws? USA law. If the name of your trustee is Trustee 3, then it'll say Trustee 3, UK law. So all I want you to do here is just write the name of the additional trustees, and right next to the name, write which set of laws that it is operating under, a comma, and then add whatever the next trustees. If you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trustees, just add the information there. A minimum of 1 is necessary. Trust property is going to go next. So list any and all property transferred to the trust, transferred from the grantor to the trustee to be held in this trust. Right? So now we're going to talk about the property. You can literally list it here if you want to. Just fill out the form, put a comma next to any specific assets. You could put court cases here, court case documents. You could put file numbers here. You could put account numbers for banks. You can identify any asset here. VIN numbers for cars. You can identify your assets and list them out there if you so want to. It could be one specific asset. Only one asset. You only need a minimum of one asset to be handed to a trustee in order to start a trust. Okay? Not that deep. Now, this second is a second option for those who are looking to put all of their interests, all of their assets, and every specific thing that the grantor has. The grantor wants to put that into the trust. Then this is a general definition for the trust assets. It says all inheritances, annuities, certificates, cars, lands, contract authority, intellectual property, rights, data, substances, images, files, powers, immunities, chemical potential energy, court documents, accounts, securities, negotiable instruments, financial assets, legal documents, private documents, security entitlements, other assets and interests in which the grantor is currently the holder in due course of and or has an interest in and or it's supposed to say is, it says am entitled to. So long story short, any and all property of the grantor can be put into trust by simply clicking that option there, okay? Section 5, additional information. We want you to enter the name of the trust, exactly how you want that name to appear on your official documents such as IRS, EIN applications, bank accounts. If you're getting an LEI, which is entity identification number when you handling some financial business. So yeah, list the name of the trust right there. Next, enter the county or the country or the state or the international organization or whatever, religious organization or ecclesiastical. What is the jurisdiction under which the trust is domiciled? What is the domicile of the trust, right? You'll list that there, and that is basically where's the place from which the trust is being operated. What is the place the trust is being operated from? That's the domicile. The set of laws which the trust is operated in accordance with. Blah, 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 blah. What set of laws does this trust operate in accordance with? Now, this section, okay, the domicile can be separate from the laws of the trust. So, as you can see here, we have English law as an option, USA law, US law, Jersey law, Love Nation law, which is the tribe that I'm a part of, or other. And if you got this in your attachments, if you got this form in your attachment, there is documentation you can find about Jersey law. Is there, USA law, English law, and Love Nation law is all included in the attachment to the email that you got when you need to fill this form out. If you selected other, right? If your trust operates in accordance with a different set of laws, you can put it here. Hey, people, I hope we're seeing here that the trust could be domiciled anywhere. Its laws could be based on anywhere. You see what I'm saying? The trustee could operate under laws under anywhere. You see what I'm saying? The grantor could be operating under laws under anywhere. See, this is a private contract, and you can be creative or simple with your trust. Enter your email here. This is the email address that I'm going to be sending the trust documents to upon completion. You'll get your deed of trust, certificate of trust. If you selected Love Nation as your domicile and jurisdiction under which you operate, you will also receive an IEIN number directly from Love Nation. We'll get into that later. That is an indigenous entity identification number. So we are issuing indigenous entity identification numbers for trusts that are domiciled and or operating under the laws of Love Nation. Enter your phone number here is not necessary. Okay, as you can see, enter it if you so wish to. If not, it's cool. As you can see, we got asterisks here. That 5-point star or asterisk, that is next to everything that's necessary. If it's not there, it's not necessary. So right here, you are testing. Last but not least, what we got? You attest that the above information is true and agree to establish this trust in accordance to the terms and conditions that you have selected and according to the data which you have submitted therein. You agree to private arbitration in the event of any dispute against me and the faith-based service provider. Against yourself and the faith-based service provider. Okay? Let me just edit that right there. Yeah, y'all. Real-time operational edits. Alright, so you agree to private arbitration in the event of any dispute against yourself and the faith-based service provider, which is me. I'm offering this. This is a faith-based service, alright? I agree to receive. You agree to receive any additional information about relevant news and services from me? Yeah, I'm going to be sending y'all additional information, man. You just signing up to the email list essentially here and agreeing that all the information that you submitted is true in fact, and you affirming that you got the authority to act on behalf of the trust which you created. You click that box, affirmation, and it is a wrap, Jack. So, yeah. That is instructions for how you can complete this trust. If you still got questions, I would say first and foremost, go deep within. Search. Identify why you're doing this, for what purpose you're doing this. Get clarity, and you could also look at the attachments. Let me just go see if I can show you that attachment. Alright, so an attachment of the email that you get, you will see, again, y'all, this is deep. No need to be in a rush. No need to be in a rush. You don't have to rush the process. Respect the process. If you need additional information, trust me, y'all can get it. You can get it. It's right here. A lot of questions people have, the answer is right here. There's 396 pages on the law of trust right here, y'all, to help you understand what type of trust you want to set up. You can set up all types of trusts. You feel me, with that form. To be honest, it can be foreign or domestic, operate under any purpose. But this is here, okay? Categories of private trust: creation of trust, discretionary and support, spendthrift trust, modifications and terminations of trust, creation and modification, supervising, treatment of the trust, duty and loyalty, duty of impartiality, duty to account and inform. All of that information is here, right? That's a lot of information. You got understanding trust in estates here, if you need additional information. Okay, this is the third edition. It's only 14 pages, but it's going over serving the living, because you are alive. More than likely, if you're watching this, you are alive and well. You might have a living trust that's set up that transferred all of your assets already, and you might just want this to establish a foreign jurisdiction, create a different purpose. Okay, yet the sky is the limit. Is probate necessary? All of these questions. Trust. What does it say here? Because trusts are so flexible, they're very flexible. They are the most useful single estate planning device. I ain't gonna get no more deeper into that, alright? But as y'all can see, you got a lot of information here. You got history of trust here, alright? Taking a little moment to load up. So yeah, you got histories of trust here, right? Continual evolution of a trust, century-old ideas. This is 50 pages of information, y'all. How did I get here? I read a lot of this shit. How long did it take? A whole bunch of years. So I get it. If you don't want to spend all that time, just hit a brother up. Nevertheless, all the information you need is here. Jersey Trust Law. If you select Jersey Trust, I put that there for a reason, y'all. I didn't put many different countries. I put, as far as options, UK Trust, USA Trust. I put Jersey Trust, Love Nation Trust, because it's something special about these types of operations. And you can find out what's special by reading. This is the actual Jersey Trust Law of 1984 that's included in the documentation for free. Y'all read this. Read it. Jersey trusts are powerful trusts. You can Google Jersey trusts, why they are powerful. You will really find out once you read these 46 pages. All right? Yeah. 46 pagerooskies. All right. Now, if that, oh shucks, I didn't escape. I didn't left the whole situation. Let me get back to that. All right, because we're here to show you something. This is about how to fill out that form. All right, duties and office and powers of a trustee. This is important because when you have to choose your trustee, right? Remember, if the trustee is operating under foreign laws, it's a foreign trust. If you are in the United States of America, right? Now, this right here is going to talk about the duties, office, and powers of a trustee. If you need any answers, trust and believe, you're going to have all the answers. You're going to be a trust extraordinaire, a trust mastermind by reading these attachments. Have no fear. I am here. I can assist if you need to. If you're trying to get to it quicker, just ask some questions. Yeah, it's all here, man. It's all here. Queen, king. This is the trustee information. For what is a trustee? What's the duties, the rights, and responsibilities? 108 pages. Yeah. Get your read on. Get your knowledge up. Understand a lot of things about your trustee operations right there. Right? USA trust law. You know, you want to see if this is USA trust, UK trust, or whatever type of trust. Oh, yeah, I see why they keep taking me here. Yeah, you got the trust law of the United States. This is a basic study of the trust law of the United States and special contributions that have been made to the law based upon different cases and situations that occurred throughout America's history, right? Yet, this is all included for the frisky. For the free ski. Oh, shucks. I keep doing that. I should have just hit X. Yeah. Here we go. What we got? Trust in common law and civil. That gets more into trust about United States law. Common law and tax exempt trust. That's directly from the IRS. You want to establish your tax exempt trust? Well, when it asks for what's the purpose of the trust, maybe you want to put tax exempt purposes. Wink, wink. Nevertheless, here you go. This says common law IRC 501c3 and 4947. This is included in the attachments for free. And look at what it goes over. Overview, basic legal rules regarding trust and 501c3 status. This is one type of status, but there's many other statuses. Nevertheless, this is important for a lot of people. What are the parties to a trust? Can a trust exist without assets? Can a trust exist without a trustee? How many trustees are required? Does a trust have to be registered with the state? Hey, these are some good questions. Y'all might want to read these because people are asking me these types of questions, and I put them in here so you can get your answers. So you can have your answers. The answers are included. Does the trust have to be registered with the state? Unlike corporations, LLCs, and limited partnership, trusts generally do not file their governing instrument with the state to become legal. Let's keep this train rolling. This is a very interesting information right here. Domicile of a natural person. This is created and issued by the Inter-American Convention on Domicile of Natural Persons, which operated in America. This is based on the member states of the Organization of American States. If y'all know anything about OAS, you know something. If you don't, Google something. All right, but this is going over when you want to identify the domicile of natural persons in private international law. It's very important. What's the domicile of natural persons in private international law? For people who have domicile questions, guess what? Check this out. I'm going to just show you here. The domicile of a natural person shall be determined by the following circumstances in the order indicated. The location of his habitual residence. So the location of your habitual residence is the number one determining factor when the entity is a natural person of determining its domicile. Nevertheless, if you're moving around consistently, then you're going to skip to number 2, the location of his principal place of business. Now, the natural person may have a principal place of business that's foreign to the United States of America, be on the move a lot, doesn't have a residence habitually, then they will move to number 2 to identify his domicile. 3, in the absence of the foregoing, if there's no habitual residence, meaning the person don't got no residence, or the person ain't habitually residing anywhere, the person don't got no principal place of business, then the place of mere residence, meaning where are you occasionally residing? Man, where you at? In the absence of a mere residence, the place where the person is located. Man, you ain't got no residence. Man, where are you located? Then that'll be the definition of your domicile. in the instance when the trustee or the person or the grantor is a natural person. Something to think about. All right. In addition to that information, we got the secret life of trust here. Trust as an instrument of commerce. Just goes over different methods and different things that people utilize trust for, man. It's off the chain. Like they saying here, man. Listen, you can utilize the same trust. Again, what's the purpose? Purpose. Your trust document is your chartering agreement. It is a charter. It is a charter. It is a charter. It could be your bank charter. It could be your mutual fund charter. It could be your investment fund charter. It could be your anything charter if you defined the purposes as such. Wink, wink, hint, hint. As they talk about right here, what do they say, man? This thing is a very interesting instrument of commerce. They telling you in this document, variety of operations are operating under trust. Pension trust, you can operate pensions under trust. Mutual fund trust, investment trusts, real estate investment trust, oil and gas royalty trust. That's the purpose. The purpose is the type. Typically, the purpose is the type. Asset securitization trust. Man, let's get this money on. Asset securitization. You see what I'm saying? Corporate trust functions under the Trust Indenture Act. They getting into this. Regulatory compliance trusts. Nuclear decommissioning trust. Environmental remediation trust. Liquidation trusts. All type of trust. Prepaid funeral trust. Foreign insurance trust. Law office trust account. Remedial trust. Comparing magnitudes, okay? Long story short, I hope y'all get the picture, because the picture is painted, but the picture ain't tainted. The picture is showing you that you could define the purpose of your trust, and then it becomes that type of trust. For instance, we're going to Mars. It's a Mars trust. We about to help the fam. It's a fam trust. We finna get rich. It's a get rich trust. We finna paint. It's a paint trust. We finna invest. It's an investment trust. We going banking. It's a banking trust. You get it? Wink, wink. Constitution of Love Nation. You might want to check that out if you want to operate under the laws of Love Nation. If you set up a trust and want to operate under the laws of Love Nation, it's domiciled in Love Nation, then you got yourself a tribal trust automatically by selecting that. Domiciled Love Nation, jurisdiction, Love Nation. Read this Constitution of Love Nation. All right? 18 pages. Pretty swift, but it's dynamic. Very, 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 very dynamic. I hope that helps y'all out. I really do. Trust and believe. I created this for people who like to do it themselves, who tired of the bullshit, who want to get straight to it. You can get straight to it here, who want to do it themselves, you know what I'm saying? Who like doing what they got to do. You see what I'm saying? It's for you. But if you want to spend a few manyans, man, if this ain't enough information, or if you just want to speed up and get some clarity with me, I guess you can reach out. Just let me know you're trying to get a consult. Yeah, trust and believe. I believe in you. I have faith in you. I know you can do this yourself.